No woman is going to love you unconditionally except your mother. This is for all those people that are in romantic relationships. I hear them saying, I've got my soulmate and this and that, only to find them in fighting at each other's throat in a divorce court sometime later in the future. This is by no means to talk down or discourage people from getting into romantic relationships with women, enjoying women's company, enjoying women's bodies, enjoying everything that comes with enjoying a woman in your life. But I just don't want you to fool yourself into thinking that she loves you unconditionally, because she doesn't. And there are no exceptions. I said this because I saw a video stint of a man saying that the biggest mistake he made in his life was letting this woman go that he met on a beach some time ago, and he didn't pursue the relationship, and he moved on to marry somebody else and everything. And he was fantasizing in his mind that if they had gotten together, and if they had gotten more serious, and if they had gotten married, that she would have been the soul mate of his life, and she would have been, the relationship would have been different than everything else that others have in the world. This is all fantasy. These are all fantasies that we make in our heads, that we that love songs talk about, and that movies you see in movies. But in real life, no woman inside of a romantic relationship is going to love you unconditionally except your mother. And that's the first love that every man experiences, and it's a woman's last love is her son, her children. She physically by nature, by DNA, she cannot care for a romantic man, partner in her life like she does for her own flesh and blood and for her kids. And if you are a normal, sane person, you have to accept that that is actually not bad. That is part of nature, that is reality, and that is the way it should be. You don't want your mother liking her boyfriend or any other man, husband, whatever, more than you. She is naturally there to protect you. You've heard of Mama Bear, you look at the animal world, and we are part of the animal world. Any animal, even the most gentle animal, will become most protective and most violent and most aggressive when you get near when you look like you're going to be a threat to their young. That's nature. You cannot fight nature. Try to fight nature and you'll lose every time. Jump off of a cliff and you're going to fall and hit the ground. Gravity is going to be there whether or not you believe in it. So I made this video because I saw this video and of this old man talking about his last chance of getting together with his soulmate. And I wanted to, for all it's worth, to let you know that no, that man didn't miss anything. It probably might have been. It might have been a normal, marriage relationship where you have ups and downs and fights and perhaps divorces and whatnot. But it's not. It would not have been an unconditional love. That only belongs to a kind of love that only occurs inside of a love of a mother for a child. Whereas no matter what you do, no matter where you go, no matter how unsuccessful or successful you are, she will love you the same. The mother of a person, for lack of a better term, who's a loser, who never made anything of his life, who's a homeless on the street, that mother loves his child just as much as a mother of someone like Elon Musk. She loves that child just the same. Can you say the same about a romantic situation? Can you say the same? Can you say with conviction that a woman will love you and stand by you and be proud of you and give you her everything? If you were somebody who was successful and lost everything and now is homeless and without ambition and out of money and a nobody who's dependent on her, can you say that? We both know the answer to that. If you're saying you do, if you're saying you know the answer, if you're living in a fantasy world, then you're living in a fantasy world. And again, this is not by any means meant to be a depressing or a negative video or about relationships. Not at all. Quite the contrary. When you accept the realities, when you accept the truths of how things really are, you actually stop fooling yourself. You see things for what they are. You don't fool yourself. You lower your expectations to the realistic realm, and you have a much better time at it. And even when they leave you for somebody else, if that's the case, you'll understand the reason. You're not surprised, you're not shocked, you might be a little hurt, but you deep down understand it. So it's really a very positive thing. It's the truth shall make you free. All the best. Till the next video.